What is up? It's your boy Kate Sif Wins back with my next video. And you know, Apex is a game that's kind of like being in a real serious relationship. You absolutely love the person you're being with, but sometimes you just want to strangle them. And that's a perfect analogy I could say about Apex, because I love playing this game. This game I have such a blast with in terms of the game, and I get punched in the back. BAM, bitch! I'm like, come on, man, you gonna hit and run me? But that's alright, that's alright. But Apex, I love playing it, but there's a part about this game that absolutely pisses me off. I'm about to see it right here. So we got a squad fighting. I see my teammate getting lasered here. I try to help him. Get a few hits with a hemlock here. But my teammate goes down, and he's pinging him. I'm like, yeah, I know. Trying to see him, and most likely going to get finished off here, which is fine because we got a respawn station. If we win this fight, we can easily bring back our teammate, right? No big deal, right? What's the problem? Well, if you've played Apex, you already know what's going to happen, and bam, right on cue, teammate leaves, rage quits, and disconnects. If I play 20 games, this probably happens at least 10 times, and it's no exaggeration. I swear, trying to play in a full squad without someone rage quitting is like me trying to watch my Dallas Cowboys win a Super Bowl in my lifetime. I don't know if I'm going to see it. I mean, it's just like, good Lord Almighty. Like, how in the world? And the thing is, we won the fight. So in that short time, the fight's over. We would have got the guy's tag. He wouldn't have responded. He could have been back in the game. But no, we got to, I guess, get all mad and be like, oh my God, I can't leave, I can't die, I can't go down. As soon as I go down, I gotta leave the game. And I'm just like, but listen, there's no I in team, but there's I an idiot, and that's just completely idiotic. And this seems to happen all the time. Like, what happens in these other guys' games? Like, do they just never go down? Is that like such an anomaly? And it's not. It's just that they just get so mad and so angry that they got to leave the game. And it's so frustrating as somebody who loves playing this game. I just want to play the game with a full squad. I played in squad mode to play as a squad, and you just can't do it because these guys, apparently, as I said, they can't handle it, or apparently just never go down. And I mean, the only thing I would probably excuse in that situation is if we said we were going to land somewhere, and the one dude says he wants to go somewhere else by himself that's like 800 plus meters away, and he's probably doing it to do like a challenge or something in a specific spot, and he goes down, basically realizes there's no way we're going to get there to get his tag anyway, so he just leaves the game. That's like the one time I could understand it, but every other time, it's just, I'm tired of playing handicap, alright? It's like in those Uncharted 2 days where you would have those negative boosters in multiplayer, and you would equip them on there because they would give you like a negative effect, like half health, broken jaw or glass jaw, no blindside reticle. But you would put them on there because if you complete a requirement during a multiplayer match, you would get like bonus money and stuff. So there was a reason. Also, you had a choice to put it on. It was a choice, an option. This is not an option. It's just people leaving the game messing up for the other team because they just don't care. It is get enraged over anything nowadays. But as I was thinking to myself, what could I come up with that would easily minimize people leaving games, maybe to a effect that like you rarely see it, like it's something that it rarely ever happens. And I think I came up with a pretty simple plan. I'm actually surprised they haven't implemented something similar because it's pretty simple to do. It does have one part that I'll discuss eventually when I get to it at the end that could become a problem. But here's what I would do. Simple. Every day you would be able to leave a game at least once a day. And look at this, gold armor, purple extended mag. See, if Homeboy was in this game, man, we could have had a pretty solid game here. We have a lot of people armored up, looking good, but no, just too good for the team, I guess. But anyway, if you can leave a game one time per day, and as soon as you leave that game, because I understand sometimes tempers flare, I get it, anger and gaming goes hand in hand, but you leave a game one time, you get a warning, say, hey, there's your warning, you left the game, you leave again, you're going to have to pay a punishment, you have to pay a penalty. You leave the game again within that same day, you have to suffer a punishment. and your punishment is you can't play the game or any of the modes for an hour. But I'm going to take it a step further than that, because I know a lot of people are, it's not in terms of if you leave the game and at 2 o'clock and you can't play at 3 o'clock. No, not like that hour. I mean a legit hour where you have to be in the application for an hour, but not in terms of you just have to have it running. I mean in terms of you have to be in the menu screen, the second menu screen, the one where you can change your skins, your character lines, you go into the store, that one, where you would normally press the start button to load up into like whatever game mode you want. And the reason why I say that one is because you can't just put it on that menu screen and walk away from your controller, because if you don't move your controller, you don't have any activity, you get disconnected and put to the main menu screen. And if that happens, your whole timer resets. So you have to stay an hour into that second menu screen. I think that would be ingenious, because it would make people, because no one's going to want to do that, and that would piss off a lot of people to the point where it's like, you know what? They'd be damned if they try it again. And hey, if the dummies want to try it again, that hour becomes 2. And I'd say every time it happens, double it. So 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 8 to the point. And also, to make matters worse, that doesn't reset per day your punishment. If you never serve your punishment, I guess you're just never going to be playing Apex, and it's as simple as that. And the fun part about that is I think you can implement that into a lot of multiplayer games, just so we get rid of these like rage quitters and people just always leaving, messing you up. And I guess it's a little bit different in game modes such as like, you know, a team deathmatch mode, because normally you can just get another person swapped in there. But modes like this where it doesn't work that way, like the team you have is the team you're going to get. It's not like you can get another person to play for you. So it really just puts your team in a handicap. And when you're trash and average like me, on top of not having a whole squad to play with, man, it just sucks. It just really sucks. And as I said, I absolutely love playing this game, but that part of it just pisses me off. Like I said, when you're playing with your friends, you don't have to worry about that. But these random people, I don't care how good you are. I mean, who am I to judge how good a person is? I'm average. But damn, it is so frustrating to play a game that you can't. My old argument with Apex would be like, can I play with a competent squad? Now I'm arguing, can I actually play with a whole squad? Because it's just like, damn, I feel like there's like a hidden thing I'm not seeing on my menu screen. It's like saying, you have a 50% chance of not playing with full squad. You want to turn this on or off or something? I just never noticed for this whole time. But here's my one thing, my counter I was saying earlier about implementing this whole thing. I only want this plan implemented if they can tell the difference between somebody leaving the game and someone being disconnected. Because if they can't tell the difference between it, then obviously I don't want this plan implemented, because then I can see how a lot of people get screwed over there, because there are so many people that get disconnected. I'm not one of those people that get disconnected. I don't know why. I don't have great service on my internet, but so many people get disconnected from the beginning of the game or something. Or like you can just tell, like when they got disconnected, it wasn't a moment that made any sense. Like something happened or whatnot, but just it gets frustrating to a point where you just want to play a full game, full squad, and it just never seems to have it. Bring back solo mode, just so these people at least have a mode they can go into where you don't have to screw over another team, or screw over their team for this matter, just so the rest of us ain't being left out to dry. And once again, I find myself finding a legendary devotion. I made a video a few weeks back where I said I hadn't used a devotion since like early season 3, and I picked the legendary one up from the care bear, the only way you can get it. And I was just like thinking, like, damn, man, this thing's really good. I hadn't used it so a while, so maybe it'll give me some good luck in this end game fight when we eventually get to it. But yeah, it's just fun, because another thing is, as I said, since I'm not very good, obviously I want to play a lot more conservative, because we're man down. If we had a full squad, we can get into a few more fights in action, because I like the action and gunfights in this game, and especially when the last circle is ending in this big city here, because it's going to be building wars. You're going to have so many Caustics and Watsons and all kinds of traps set everywhere and shit like that. So having a full squad, it would be a lot of help, but unfortunately, that's just not how it goes. And my thing is, I don't even understand why people why even start the game? Like that's my biggest thing. If you know you're going to be that inclined to leave that easily, why even play the game? Like, just play something else. Like, obviously you're not enjoying it if you're leaving that quick. I mean, these guys, I swear, they leave some of these games so quickly. Like, as soon as they go down, it's like they're disconnected before you can even say yippee-ki-yay. Like, it happens so quick. You'd figure they had to have set something up where it's like they got one of those, like, I guess keyboard shortcuts or something. You know. But it's like maybe instead of having this shortcut set up for leaving, maybe you actually focus more on, I don't know, actually shooting the other team, doing some damage, helping out your team, because obviously you've mastered leaving the game. I should actually master trying to stay in the game, because that's kind of like the key to win is you have to be in the game in the first place. But I just don't get it, and that just sucks here because, like, you know, I want to. I've always said in my past videos that I'm probably a little bit more cautious. Cause I'm always someone that overthinks things. I'm always thinking like. A lot of times, I'm always thinking like the enemy is doing something advanced, and in reality, they're not. And I should have just like done like a natural instinct, but I overthink a lot of things. But here, it's like I want to get in these fights, but I know if we push them, you know, something's gonna happen. We're gonna get jumped by another squad, and we're just being cautious. And plus, we're at that point where we're in the end game here, and we're just trying to get the win. We're somehow trying to salvage a win out of this man-down handicap situation. I mean, it's kind of like playing basketball. Instead of 5-on-5, it's 5-on-4. Like, what fun is that? And the sad part is, I know exactly how that feels because I've been in that situation before. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. It's kind of like when I used to play Overwatch, and you'd have all these people that would leave the ranked mode games. It's just like, you know, way to screw over the whole team. And it's not fun. That's why I didn't play it for very long because, I mean, I enjoyed it when we had a full battle. You know, regardless if you won or lost, it was a lot of fun, but it's not fun when someone leaves in your team and then you get punished for it. Especially if you're really serious about score and ranking and stuff. And I haven't played too much Apex ranked, but hopefully that doesn't happen too much in ranked mode. But man, it must suck if it does. Because damn, it's like you need every person on your team. I mean, you need them. That's why it's a team-based game. That's why, as I said, they should just bring back solo mode so at least these clowns can go in a mode they're not screwing over a team. It's like, why play a team-based game if you're not going to play with the combines of a team? Like, what's the point? Like, honestly, what is the purpose? I don't get that. But yeah, we're just trying to. Well, he's the one going back and forth, but yeah, we're just basically going to play it safe here. Use the other teams fighting each other to our advantage and try to salvage this win. Because, you know, got everyone sniping, and also I just want to conserve some ammunition because I don't have a lot of ammunition, but we're just going to spy on these guys. But honestly, guys, let me know what you think of my punishment plan. Let me know if you think it's good, or maybe you changed something. Maybe you got your own version of what they should do. Let me know in the comment section. I'll be glad to hear about it. And honestly, it's getting to the point where I just want to send an email to Apex and be like, hey, you know, because this has got to be happening to a lot of people. This is ridiculous. I mean, there's no way half my games have people always leaving, rage quitting. And as I said, it's not like, you know, normal battle royale games are not like normal multiplayer games where, you know, someone leaves, they get replaced with another player that's trying to get into a game. It doesn't work that way. You know, the team you got is the team you're going to get, and if one player leaves and they don't want to come back, well, joke's on them. And also another thing is, I guess they can counteract this by playing another mode, but if you leave a game like that, don't you, like with the whole reconnect feature, don't you just reload back in that same game as long as your team is alive? So it's like, what's even the point? Like, why leave? I don't know. I guess if your banner's zipped up, then it doesn't even matter, but it's... As I said with this guy, like that guy in the beginning, if he waited 30 seconds, he'd been alive. I mean, he died right next to a spawn station. Like, that's what I don't get. I mean, how many games have you won where, like, the whole team, except for one dude, went down, and he barely survived a situation that most times he maybe not have survived, but he survived it, and you guys go on to win the game. Like, that was the hardest part in the whole game. That first initial fight, you survive it. and you go on to win the game. And then on the flip side, how many times have you lost a game in which you would have won if your jackass teammate hadn't rage quit in the beginning because you just needed an extra man, and you would have won the game if you had him? So it's just, it goes hand in hand. It just kind of frustrates and just pisses me off because, as I said, when I'm playing with a bunch of people I know, my friends, it's so much fun. And when you play with that team that you don't know, but you can just tell, like this guy I'm playing with, you can just tell, like, he's the guy that's going to stick with you, let you know what's going on, ping the enemy, ask for something if he needs it, yada, yada, yada. That's all I can ask for. I'm not going to judge you on your skill levels. I'm trash. Who the hell am I going to judge you on skill levels? I'm just a guy being carried on these teams, but just stick with your team, talk, communicate, simple things like that. And if you don't want to talk on the mic, because I personally just rather talk to people I know, not randoms. So maybe I might change it up. Who knows? But you don't have to talk just to get the basis of like something like this. It's not like it's a ranked mode or something, but like just simple things. Like it's not hard. It's not rocket science. It's just common sense. But a long time ago, common sense is not so common in this world anymore. Oh man. So right now we're just trying to wait for these two teams to, I guess, do our job for us in a way. I'm just going to be cautious because I don't want to waste my ammunition. I don't got a lot, so just want to be conservative, and hopefully we're able to salvage something. Because I know there's probably going to be a lot of caustics or caustic gas and maybe some Watson stuff or whatnot, because that's just what's popular nowadays, especially in these late game circles, especially in rank mode. I still can't get over caustic being top tier meta in rank mode. I would never in a million years guess that, but hey, times change. So I get out of my little bush plant, try to hide here, open the door, and I get scanned, but you probably see a lot of people on the screen. And it's Revenant, I believe, tries to open this door. Give him a little bit, but he backs off. And they're having a little brouhaha over there in the other building, but let them do our job for us. As long as we get the W, it's all that matters. Let's try to salvage this whack-ass game. There's a gas, of course, right on cue. And there's the Revenant alt. But I got a little something for him. I get a little bit more than I bargained for. I'm going to toss a grenade, get rid of that, and get some extra damage on the side. So no easy respawns. I try to get him a top here, but I can't. Sleepy Mewtwo. What kind of name is that? I'm going to go around the side here. Teammate's going to distract him a little bit. I'm going to get him. But teammate's going to go down here, and I actually panic a little bit here because I'm like, oh my gosh, should I revive him? Should I do not? Is the other person going to come down here? And I'm just like, I don't know what to do. And eventually, I see he's got a resurrection shield down the side. I'm just going to play the stairs here, see if the enemy tries to go up and get him, give him some time to heal. I go up here, and I got real lucky here because I almost went down. I'm just hip firing. And these damn death boxes almost kill me. I get stuck on them, but I get out of there. I hear him coming around the corner. Teammate's already healed up. He tried to get me. I go on a zip line here, and I'm able to get him from the top layer. So now we got a 2-on-2, but I hurry up and shield up because that storm was coming. It hits hard. I'm going to go down here, and he's trying to do a revive. So teammate goes in there, but teammate goes down, but I trade downs with them, so it comes down to a 1-on-1. Photo finished to the end, but this devotion hits hard up close. Now I'm about to kill him right here, but I see he's got a resurrection shield, so I'm like, you know what? Let's go out with style. Finish him! And we are able to get the win. But unfortunately, even in win, I still get pissed off here, because this is the part I hate the most. Tell me this don't make you mad. Is you win a game, and even in the champion circle, that guy that left in the game, they still have the nerve to show him. Like, get the hell out of here, you scrub leaving mother canucker. Like, come on, man. Like, really? He didn't deserve that win. And he probably does still gets that win, which sucks. But he did not. He left in under a minute too. This shows you ultimate rage quitter. But that's gonna be it of my video. Let me know what you think about my punishment plan, if you like it or not. But if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like and comment. Hopefully I can see you back on the next one. Thanks for watching and peace.